Right. This is a encounter issue for Stormbringer, and it's Cities of Sigmar Assassins. So I'm gonna have a good look into this because I'm gonna assume that this is an elf. Yeah. Uh, Straight away, again, something that is immediately popped out at me is there's a little square base on this. So again, I'm wondering what that's all about. I think this probably proves 2012 this model was from. It's always good to look on those little sprues. So again, this is obviously one of the Warhammer Fantasy Battles range that has been moved across, which means that eventually it will move back again. Although that base is far too small for the new Warhammer Fantasy Battles, you would need to upscale the base as well. Okay, let's have a look at this then. So I like these encounters. So I kind of do like these issues of Stormbringer for the extra model you get for a bit of variety. However, I do frequently find that they can be a bit light on information. However, looking at this one, there's a couple of things that are jumping out at me right away. So, first thing is, when you look at the inside, there's the murder for hire section. Oddly enough, the thing that I'm finding most interesting about this isn't about the assassin itself. It's actually the fact that this army is the Free Guild militia, which I mentioned this when I was discussing the previous issue. Up until this point, the Free Guild militias of Age of Sigmar have always been represented by the old Empire models. I knew for a fact that when they were bringing back the old world, the Empire models would get discontinued in Age of Sigmar, and I was right about that. And oddly enough, they've just kind of released new Skaven miniatures in the Age of Sigmar, which I also predicted. Or they've not released them yet, they're coming up. But yeah, so you've got these Free Guild militias, and they're properly on display now in these books. I'm loving that. I'm loving the fact that they've updated made sure that the latest model lines are visible in this, because I was worried that the Free Guild militia Empire soldiers were going to disappear, but they were still going to be in Stormbringer, because I assumed that this whole thing had been set up years ago. I mean, it just made you know what I mean. They probably put these magazines together ages ago, and they were using the Empire troops, and then of course the Free Guild have come out. I think the Free Guild came out this time last year, something like that. I think I recall it being when Stormbringer had already started. So I'm glad to see that they're updating and making sure that they're putting the latest models into Stormbringer as things develop. Okay, and that's. I'm just finding this very interesting, looking at all these pictures in here, just purely because in all of these pictures, if there is an assassin in them, you don't see it. It's actually describing more it's showing you more of the Free Guild militias than it is of an actual assassin. And then we've got the actual, little bits about the assassin itself, a bit of story behind it, about your assassin, how to build. And now, so it's showing here that you build it and then you don't include the square base. But of course, it's up to you whether or not you maybe want to put it on that square base. I don't, but the thing is, if you are doing it for the new Warhammer Fantasy Battle, you need a bigger base anyway, so it's probably best to build it on the circular base and go from there. What else have we got here? How to paint it using a combination of different colours I think we've had so far. Again, nice assassin, proper elfin one. I do like that actually. It's a really nice pose as well. It's got lovely kind of just fluid look. And then if you want to take a photo of it when you've all painted it up, you've got that part there. Right. So yeah, this model itself it looks very dynamic. I mean, I am not going to deny it. Some of these extra models that I've got, I genuinely actually think they make fantastic coaches for Blood Bowl. They do. They make perfect Blood Bowl coaches for you. The Skaven one is being used as my son's Skaven team coach. This would make a gorgeous Dark Elf team coach. I just think they're really fantastic because they're not enough to actually build an entire army out of. I just think they're a cool addition more than anything else. And I genuinely think that if you've got one of these and you play Blood Bowl, just use it as a coach. And I think that's a fantastic use for these. They just kind of look the part. I mean, to be quite honest, with a little bit of conversion work, this could be a star player for your Blood Bowl team, like a unique player for a Dark Elf Blood Bowl team. All right then. Okay, so there we go. I am done with Stormbringer videos for this this month. Gosh, it feels so close now that we're getting to the end of them. So please like and subscribe, and I will see you for the build videos.